Hello. Yeah, so we're halfway through our 5 out of 10 how to draw people bid or playlist. Yeah, it's me, Average Kid 97531 of this YouTube channel, Average Kid 97531. So if you already looked at the description right there underneath the screen, you'll guess it. That's right. We're going to do a tribute to Stephen Hillenburg, the person who created Spongebob SquarePants. And I just have to do this to get out of my system. That's my impression of Tom Kenny's laugh of SpongeBob. So today right here, we're going to be doing Stephen Hillenburg. But today I thought we'd do something a little special. Like the minute I went to go on to see Stephen, I saw no face of him, just fan art, because he died in late November 2018. So today, instead of doing his face, I thought that we'd do a fan art of him. So today I'm going to do a fan art of him to put it possibly on the web. And originally I was going to do his face, but then the other day for me was spring cleaning. So when I was cleaning out my table, I found this. So this one I actually drew of Stephen Hillenburg holding SpongeBob right there. And isn't this fantastic? And if you're asking me, it probably took me around 9 minutes just to do this, literally. So some people may think I did this earlier, but to prove it to you, there's the proof right there, January 12th, 2019. And this really isn't his autograph. I mean, it would be if that was remarkable. But actually, look. This is actually a second one that I did that same day. So this one probably took me about 10 minutes because I had to notice the gradual shades of them, okay? So I'm just going to put this down right now. Okay, but aren't those great? Okay, so when we do that, we're just going to dig into our fan art portrait, okay? So if you're just like me, you always have your pencil and your paper, and let's get right on it, okay? Okay, so right here, and right here, this is kind of fun. You see, I was doing a little tribute on the back side. So right here, it says, "Thank you, Steve Hillenburg, for SpongeBob." And right here is a graveyard of, if you guys watch the episode All One Crab's Trash, you would notice that this grave is representing to not Stephen Hillenburg, even though it says it right there. It's actually referring to Smenny Werman Jiggerman Jensen, which his name is supposed to be right there with that little piece of driftwood marking the rest of his name. Okay? But it didn't. But just like people say, Stephen Hillenburg was number 1, even though Smenny Werman Jensen was, because he had the number 1 soda rare novelty drink hat. Okay? Enough to chat, let's get to it. Okay, so yes, I think we put some clouds up here, and we'll have the gang sitting right here, and maybe we'll do it on the little island, the little island, which is right here on the screen with the water and the clouds and the 3 famous palm trees sticking out of it. I think we'll just do it right there because some people put it right there because that's where it all started in the SpongeBob cartoons. Okay, so right off the bat, you have to make a big decision, like where's your horizon, where the water and the sky meet. So maybe right here, okay? So we just put it like this, and just do this to put the integrations of water. And we're going to leave just a little bit like this because this line right here is actually part of the sand island. Okay? Okay, so while we're doing it, we'll just do it right here. And right over here is the rest of the water. And right down here is the water. So we'll just put the indications of a little bit of water right here so we can actually see it for ourselves. Because if we don't have those lines, it's just going to look like twice as much sand. Okay? And we'll finish the rest of the sand right here. And we'll put the 3 signature palm trees later after we do the characters, okay? But for right now, we're just gonna put the clouds up here, okay? So we'll have one right there and one right here too. And mostly they stay, since it's spring, you have very little clouds, and sometimes I see clouds in front of one another, so we'll do that. So let's have one cloud in front of this one, and probably one bigger cloud in front of this one. Probably the same thing with the other one. And it probably like stretches out over it. Okay, that's good. Okay. And the rest is probably just damped by sunlight. Okay. So I think we'll just have SpongeBob in the middle, and then Patrick on one side, and then probably Squidward and Mr. Krabs on the other, if we have the proper amount of time. But first, we're going to do his tombstone, okay? Which is right here. This little tombstone of where Stephen Hillenburg rests. Well, in this world. The real world, he, rests underwater in a underground in a coffin. Okay, and for this one, I'm going to draw like this upside down, because when we see it, it's going to be like this, facing down towards them, not us. So, R.I.P. Stephen Hillenburg. Right there. All right. Okay, and now we'll put the people in it. So first we'll put SpongeBob right here. You see his square head? Like this. And then his tie, of course we can't forget the tie, like Doodle Bob. And then his shoes. See that? And now his hands are going to be a little bit far because they're going to stretch over Patrick and Squidward. And let's put his little Krusty Krab hat on. And then his eyes, a little bit leaning down, a little bit are bending like this because he's looking down, and sadness, because when you're sad, your eyebrows curl like part of a circle. And then we'll put some holes, and there's his frown. So here's an up-close look. Okay. And maybe on this side we'll put Patrick, on this side we'll put Squidward. So let's do Squidward first. Okay, so that's Squidward. It's a little bit hard to see, right? Also, SpongeBob looks a little bit weird, but, but hey, it's art. Okay, we'll put his eyes down a little bit, and then some dots on his forehead, and then that's his neck. Right over here is his shirt. And we'll stretch SpongeBob's arm out a little bit. And there are his 4 little tentacles. And I think we can just put one palm tree right now because that space is done. And a little bit sticking out like that to get the indication of a little palm fronds. And we'll probably do it like 5 times, so just repeat the process like this. All right. This last one, there. And we'll put the other one right behind SpongeBob, right there. And for this one, we'll put only 4. All right, there. And now we need to put SpongeBob. So let's start with his little cone head, right there. And then his arm, and then his feet stretch down right here. And then his pants, and we'll put some little scribbles to represent the little purple flowers in his shorts. and then there's a line right here, and then his other arm right here, and then his eyes, and he has no nose, but his frown, but he does have eyebrows, and we'll have our last palm tree right here, and we'll just put 5, because, you know, we can. And some palm trees have like little stripe patterns, so we'll just do that. So we'll put some little dead parts right here. Okay, there. And we'll just put the locations of a few grains of sand right here around the little piece of land. Like this. We'll just fish this last palm frond. Probably this one too. And I think we got a little finished drawing, see? So it's SpongeBob, Squidward, and Patrick, you know, embracing the tombstone. Because in our world, he just rests in peace right there, okay? So I think this little piece of fan art is done. So until our next video, for all the SpongeBob fans out there, I feel you. Because when I was a kid, I really loved SpongeBob. And now to have him died, well, the creator died, it's heartbreaking. So until next time, I'll see you later. And rest in peace, Stephen Hillenburg.